Quiet. That'll do.
Mr. McAdam? I'm Janet McPherson, Social Services. It's a long way to come up here, Mr. McAdam, but you don't answer your mail.
Come on, Zach. Come on.
I'm sorry about your daughter and her husband. It must have been a terrible loss. I've come about the boy. Look, he's got no one else. The fact is, David needs a home. Somebody's got to take responsibility for the lad. If you don't take him in, he'll have to go into foster care. And he is your grandson. Well, there's nothing else for it then. I'll notify the authorities in America.
Mrs. McPherson. I'll take him for the summer.
Oh, that is good. I can have him here a week on Friday. I'll meet him, and I'll put him on the tram from Douglas. Cheers.
Right. You must be David, then. Let me give you a hand with that.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Well, come along, then. We've a ways to go before we get home. This is Zach.
Hey, Zach.
He doesn't care much for strangers. Come, Zach. David?
There he is! We want a word with you, McAdam! That animal of yours is a menace! He went for my dog!
He was trespassing on my land. So are you. Be off with you.
Peter's right, McAdam. We've a problem here. We have to talk.
That cur of yours hurt my dog! And I want satisfaction, damn it!
Oh, I'll give you satisfaction, Peter Quayle, anytime you bloody well please.
We'll have the law on you, McAdam!
Don't you threaten me. I keep my dog close. You look to your own dogs. Come on.
What's going on? He's in a pig of a mood anyway.
The man's too lally. What's the problem, Adam? Nothing to do with you, Moore, and I'll thank you to keep out of it.
That dog has a temper to match yours.
Close the door. I don't want the dog to go out.
What dog is that?
That was Samson. Finest dog I ever owned. Are you hungry?
Just tired. It's been a long day.
Well, you're the first door on the left, up the stairs.
Thanks.
Easy, easy.
Good night.
Well, don't just stand there. Make us some tea. The kettle's on the stove, and the tea and the pot are on the table. No. No. Never mind. Let me do it. Sit down.
So, what's there to do around here? I can help you out if you want.
Could you now? Well, then I guess you could shear the cow and milk the sheep.
Look, I'm offering my help. You don't want it, just say so.
All right, then. Sit down. Sit down. Eat your breakfast. Later on, we'll see if we can't find something useful for you to do. Go on. Wait me up.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm Maggie. Maggie Moore. That's Ode Bob.
Hi. I'm David Roberts. Mr. McAdam's grandson?
My father said he'd met you.
Saw me, maybe. My grandfather wasn't exactly big on introductions.
I don't think he likes us much. Or Bob here.
He doesn't like anybody much, near as I can figure.
You're American, aren't you?
Yeah. What, you think that's funny?
No, just different, that's all. What are you doing here?
I'm fixing the wall.
Yes, I can see that. Sorry, I meant, what are you doing here on the Isle of Man?
I'm just here for the summer, really.
I live just over the hill. Would you like to come for tea?
I can't.
We'll still be here tomorrow. The wall. It'll still be here tomorrow. You might at least walk me home. That won't take long.
Sure. So, how long you lived on the island?
All my life.
Really? You've never lived anywhere else?
Wouldn't want to either.
Speaking of which, where do you live? I thought you said it was close.
It is. It's just over the hill. Come on.
Crikey, where have you been?
This is my father. Dad, this is David.
I believe we almost met last week.
Mr. McCallum's grandson.
Hi.
I'm looking after you then.
Yeah.
Will you stay to tea?
Oh, I think I better get back soon.
Come on, David, just for tea.
All right.
Don't be shy, David.
They're really good. I made them.
Oh, you made them. I had way too many sandwiches.
The nerve.
I'm just kidding, I'll try one. Why'd you call Old Bob? He seems young to me.
You're right, he is young. He's only 3. Yeah, fella. Come on. Bob gets his name from the grey hair around his collar. Soon he'll be a champion just like his dad, won't you? Yeah.
Champion of what?
The sheepdog trials. Every year, the finest dogs in Lezayre compete against each other.
They have to drive the sheep from the field around a course and then into a pen. The winner is the dog who can do it in the fastest time.
Making the least number of mistakes. Let's not forget that small detail.
I think that I'll just go upstairs and lie down for a bit. Oh, too many snacks this afternoon. Spoiled my appetite.
Aren't you going to eat it?
Yeah, of course.
David!
And this is the Andreas Trophy. Bob won it last year.
Who's this? Battle Grand Champion 1992-93.
A direct descendant of Samson's line. It was Battle who sired old Bob. And Zach. That was Samson. He belonged to my grandfather.
Wait a second, my grandfather said Samson was his dog.
His dog?
David's quite right. Samson did belong to Adam at one time.
You never told me that. What happened?
Oh, it's not a happy story.
I'd like to hear it.
Your grandfather's never really forgiven us. Perhaps for good reason.
He wants to hear what happened. So do I.
Adam McAdam leased his holdings from my father. When he took on the property, he was a young man, with no more to his name than a new bride, a small flock of sheep, and a dog. Samson. As fine a dog as anyone had ever seen. He worked hard to buy the farm, but he ran into hard times. His wife, your grandmother, was pregnant, not well with it. Half his sheep got sick, then died. Couldn't keep up the payments.
But he's still there.
So what happened?
My father wanted Samson. He thought if he could get that dog, he could begin to breed a new line. One that would win the championships. Adam knew this. My father hounded him, demanding he pay what he owed. Your grandfather loved Samson, but he loved his family more. My father took the dog.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure.
The scones actually were good.
Listen, I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe show you the old tower. It's haunted.
Yeah, like I believe that.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'll see you.
Yeah. Bye.
You had a job to do, and you didn't get it done.
Yeah, I know. I'll finish the wall tomorrow, first thing.
Aye, you'll do that. And you stay away from the Moores and their daughter. You'll have nothing to do with them. Do you hear me? Nothing.
Because of something her grandfather did years ago? It's not fair to blame her.
What do you know about fair?
Keith Moore gave you Zach. Doesn't that count for anything?
Gave him to me. Is that what they told you? Got an ear full of stories, didn't you? Gave him to me. Zach here were the runt of the litter. Hardly worth drowning, weren't you? They couldn't give him away, and that's the truth of it. Not that a Moore ever gave anything away. No. I bought him, fair and square. And I made a champion of him. He's won that trophy 2 years in a row. And when he wins it a third time, it'll be mine to keep. No other dog has ever done that. Won it 3 times in a row, not in 100 years. And I've done it with a runt. My Zach's worth 10 of Keith Moore's Bob. And I meant what I said. You stay away from them Moors. All of them.
Good boy, Bob. He'll take the cup this year, won't he, Dad?
Oh, I think he might. And we'll bring it back here where it belongs, eh?
I'm going to bed now.
Night, Mum.
Good night, dear.
Night.
How can you even think of sending her away to your sisters?
I don't want to send her away. I just don't know if I can take care of her if...
If what? If I die? I believe I'm going to get well. I need you to believe that too.
I do believe it.
Do you? So why are you making these contingency plans?
They're not contingency plans.
What would you call them? It's not just about sending Maggie away. You want me to talk to her as well. What am I going to say, Keith? I'm fighting as hard as I can. I can't do it on my own. I need your support.
Zach? Zach? Zach, come here. Come here now. Zach, miss. What have you got? Got himself dirtied up last night. On hunting rabbits, I expect. That's why I asked you to close the door. After you clean out the stalls, I want you to get to work finishing that wall.
Sure.
I really think we need to put you on a course of chemotherapy.
Made no difference at all with my mother.
We need to try every option.
You need to try some positive thinking.
I wish there were more I could do for you.
There is something you could do for me, Dr. Southern. Keith is determined to send Maggie off to his sister in London, and I want her to stay here. He won't discuss it with me, much less argue, but he seems to think that she'd be better off there. Look, we've still got the best of the summer ahead of us. I'll rest, I'll eat well. By the time the school term starts, we'll all be laughing at this drama. I promise you.
Listen, Dad, I know Mum's been ill, but well, that's all the more reason for me to stay here.
Those points need changing.
I can be a help to her until she gets better.
Listen, it's not such a terrible thing going away to school. You make friends, good friends. You might even learn something.
But there's no need for it.
I'm your father, Maggie. I'm just trying to do what's best for you.
I don't care. I want to stay here.
Maggie. Maggie!
Keith, get the petition up. We'll be wanting you to sign.
What petition's that then?
A formal complaint against Zach. We want the animal put down.
How would it look if I signed something like this with the trials coming up? McAdam would just think I was trying to get rid of the competition.
What do you care what he thinks?
There's no need for that.
Take the police. See what they make of it.
Mr. Stewart, come to pay me bill.
Oh, hello, Keith. How's Heather? Is she keeping all right?
As well as can be expected, Mrs. Stewart. I'll tell her you were asking after her.
Please, please do. Thanks.
David got home all right?
Aye.
He's a fine lad, Adam.
He'd be a lot finer if you'd let him get on with his work.
To be sure. Still, he's welcome in our house whenever he pleases.
He'll not be coming to your house again. And I'll thank you to keep your daughter away from him, too, if you don't mind.
Why is that, then?
Why? Because it pleases me.
They're only children.
Aye. Still.
What are you doing here?
You weren't at the wall.
I've got other things to do, Maggie. Look, if my grandfather finds you here, he'll kill me. Please?
Where is he?
He's in town. Hey, where are you going?
I've never seen inside.
Maggie. He'll be back any minute. You can't go in there.
Oh, come on, I won't be long.
Pretty sparse, huh? All right, you've seen. Can we go now?
I'm not going to stay, David. It's just that I need need a glass of water.
Sorry, the pump doesn't work. Oh no.
What was she doing in the house?
She wanted a glass of water.
Well, I want her out of here.
The dog's could have been hurt.
I want you off my land. And if you come back again, I'll sick the dog on you.
It's not your fault, David.
Her and that dog. He's a coward and a sneak, that one. You can't trust him, I'm telling you. He's bad to the bone. He'll bite you in the leg when your back is turned, just like his father, the great Battle. Didn't I tell you that I didn't want you seeing that girl? Now, you listen to me, young man, and you listen well. As long as you're in my house, you'll do as I say. If that's not agreeable to you, you can catch the next plane back to America.
You okay, Bob? Hi.
Hello.
Maggie around?
She just run off over the hill.
She came over to my grandfather's. The dogs nearly got into a fight.
So she said. Take it your grandfather was upset.
Yeah. I can't visit here anymore. He's asked me not to, so...
Well, despite his faults, he is your grandfather. I admire loyalty, David. Maggie will miss you, though.
Could I ask you one thing before I go?
Sure.
My grandfather keeps saying that Bob's just like his father. Battle. What does he mean by that?
Battle killed sheep, David. He was one of the best dogs I ever had, but he was difficult. About 2 years ago, a number of sheep were killed. I didn't want to believe it, not a battle. It happened more than once when he was out. All the evidence pointed to him. Then one night, he came home with blood on him. They found 2 lambs dead next morning. I had to put Battle down. It's the hardest thing I ever had to do.
Was that the first year Zach won the cup?
Trials aren't important, David. Not in the scheme of things. Cup is just a cup, whatever your grandfather thinks.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll see you again before I go.
I'd like that, David. If you want to talk to Maggie, I'm sure Bob can find her for you.
Here, Bob. Thanks. Come on, Bob. Go find Maggie. Hi. I'm really sorry about what happened today, Maggie.
It wasn't your fault. My father wants to send me away to his sister in London, to school. I found out this morning.
You don't want to go?
My mother's been sick a lot lately, and I don't know. I guess maybe he thinks he can't take care of me or something, but you know, I feel like he's just trying to get rid of me.
That's what my mother thought. My grandfather sent her away. She thought he didn't want her.
Does she still feel like that? Is that why she didn't come with you?
She's dead, Maggie. She was killed in a car accident. My father, too.
David, I'm so sorry.
I can't see you anymore, Maggie. I really want to, but I just can't.
Why?
Because of the way my grandfather feels. I'm really sorry. Please understand.
That petition will get McAdam's notice. Depend on it.
Talk of the devil.
Afternoon, Mr. McAdam.
You ought to ban that dog. He's killing sheep.
You have no proof. Until you do, keep your bloody opinions to yourself.
He's a vicious cur, and you know it.
Maybe he is. At least he's no coward. Not like some I could name. Steady, Zach, steady. Now that's called the outrun. He'll run out in a nice pear shape all the way to the fence, then along the fence to what's called the lift. And then together. Right. Then the fetch bring him down into the first set of gates. When he gets down through the gates, that'll be the drive. Now, you want to drive him straight. Come on, man. Come on, man. Here he comes through, into the trailer. Now he'll pen them. Lie down! He'll do. That'll do. Come on. Back.
Promise me, Keith. could have asked for anything. You'll be all right, you two. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine.
Let you go. Zach. Just where the hell do you think you're going?
I have to do this.
Zach, here. Get down now. Well, what are you looking at?
I was just wondering.
Wondering what?
I was wondering why you didn't go to Mrs. Moore's funeral.
Why should I have done? You didn't come to my wife's funeral. I'll be damned if I'll go to hers.
You didn't go to my mother's funeral.
Bite your tongue. You really think I didn't want to be there? Now look here, lad. You just don't drop things and walk away from a farm, you know. There's work to be done every day. No matter who dies.
Mr. Moore would have helped you.
Ah, to hell with Keith Moore. It'll be a dark day when I ask a Moore for help.
Why do you hate them so much?
Why? Because they took my life from me. They took my dog. Working their bloody farm killed my wife. Because of them, I lost my daughter.
You didn't lose her. You sent her away. You didn't even write to her.
Ah, what are you talking about? Of course I wrote her. I wrote her something every week. And when I finally bought this farm, I asked her to come back. I begged her.
10 years after you sent her away.
That's right, damn you. 10 bloody years. 10 years working this farm alone. To get the title off of that old man. I did it for her. For us. So that we'd have something that no one could take away from us. And what was the thanks that I got? She didn't want anything to do with me. She didn't want to leave her friends, her family.
She was 14 years old.
Aye. She made her choice. To hell with her.
To hell with you. To hell with you! I hate you! I don't blame my mother for not wanting to come back, not one bit! She hated you, and now so do I!
David!
Something to eat, love.
Oh, I say we talk to him. Oh, babe, can't ask him something like that. Not today, man.
I can. I'm sorry for your loss, Keith. But it's at times like these that we should really stick together. Would you agree?
You haven't signed the petition. We'd be grateful for your support.
You've got a poor sense of timing.
You have no evidence Zach took down those sheep. None at all. Now, you can ask McAdam to collar his dog if you like. But I'll not consent to having Zach put down.
I bloody well saw him attack my dog.
Your dog probably asked for it.
You want to go for a walk?
No, I'm just going for a walk.
You all right, love? Be back before dark.
You all right? It's all right to laugh, Maggie. It doesn't mean you'll forget her.
I knew my mother was sick, but no one said anything. I didn't know she was going to die, David. I'd known, there were things I could have talked to her about.
I think like that sometimes, too. I wish I'd known, but...
What happened?
It was an accident. A drunk driver ran into us. They were both killed. I was in the back seat, and actually, we were just talking about coming here for the summer. My mother was turned around in her seat. She was facing me. She was so happy. She was telling me about the island. How much I'd like it here.
She was right, wasn't she? You do like it here?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it here. My grandfather, on the other hand, that's another story. Come on.
Here's an extra blanket.
Thanks.
You found those awful pajamas he put out.
Well, it was either them or one of Maggie's night dresses. I know which I prefer. You know, I'm not at all sure I'm doing the right thing here.
I'd be sleeping outside right now if you hadn't let me stay. I can't go back. Thank you both.
Oh, there's a new toothbrush on the bathroom sink and fresh towels.
Good night.
Good night.
He's very brave, isn't he?
So are you.
I don't know what it would be like not to have anyone. I'm awfully glad you said yes. This used to be my favourite. I didn't know she kept it. There are so many things I'll never know. Things that could have talked about it. Why didn't you tell me, Dad? You must have known she wasn't going to get better.
She was a fighter, Maggie. Telling you would have meant she'd given up the fight.
I don't want to, but sometimes I feel really angry.
Maybe we were wrong not to tell you. Sorry, Maggie. We did what we thought was best.
I miss her.
Oh, I miss her too.
Your things upstairs where you left them.
I didn't come for my things.
What'd you come for then?
I came to apologize.
Don't bother.
I'm sorry I said some things I didn't mean.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. I want to stay.
Well, you can't.
Why?
Because I'm too old. I can't care for you. I don't know how.
You don't have to take care of me. I can take care of myself.
No, David. No. It's done. I've called Mrs. McPherson. She's making the arrangements. Go on. Now go upstairs and get your things. You can go back to the moors if you want. I'm sure you'd rather be there anyway. Go on.
I'm really sorry it didn't work out between us. I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you. You never got to know my mother. She loved you. She wanted you to know that. That's why I came.
Hey, Blake. Do you fancy that putter's dog?
What, ice?
Yeah.
No chance, boy. Not even with 6 legs.
Evening, Mr. McAdam. Pint?
McAdam! Where's that dog of yours?
He's at home. What's it to you?
He's not. He's out. I just found one of my lambs savaged by a dog. It were Zach.
You're quite mad, Peter Quayle, and blind as well. I know what you're up to, and it won't wash. Zach never killed a sheep in his life.
It was that dog of yours, I tell you. I saw him take off across the dale.
You saw nothing, and you're a liar.
Hey. What's going on?
McAdam's dog's been killing sheep.
Don't be throwing around blame, Pete.
I saw him. It were Zach.
Can you swear to that?
edition of the Lazaire Sheepdog Championship. This afternoon, you'll be seeing the 12 regional champions and their dogs competing against each other and against the club for the Lazaire Cup, the oldest and most prestigious trophy on the island. So won't you please settle back and have a pleasant afternoon, and we'll get the competition underway.
Hey, Dad, we'll go and sit over there.
Could I have your attention, please? Would the competitors please come forward and draw their lots?
The best man win. He's doing well.
Contestant number 5, John Blake and his dog Ben, 10 minutes and 15 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the next contestant, Mr. Keith Moore with Old Bob. Mr. Moore and Old Bob's time, 8 minutes and 51 seconds. This makes Mr. Moore our current leader.
Good luck, Keith.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our final competitor and last year's champion, Mr. Adam McAdam and his dog Zach.
Wait to me, Zach.
It's good time, Moira.
Time.
every second. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a clear winner. For the third year in a row, Mr. McAdam and Zach take home the Reserve Cup.
Zach.
Mr. McAdam, any word for the Lizard Gazette on the win, please?
Aye. Zach were a runt when I bought him from Keith Moore. I raised him as one of my own, made a champion of him. Now this cup is mine. So I guess the best man won.
Thank you.
Mr. McAdam, this way, please, for the presentation. Congratulations.
Aye. Why, Zach?
This was very short notice, Mr. McAdam.
Couldn't be helped.
Is he about?
No, he's staying at the Moors. It's the next farm over. First turning on your right. Can't miss it.
Are you sure you won't reconsider?
Quite sure.
That's a shame.
Aye.
Hello, Keith.
Jack?
Did you hear there's been a killing up on the moor? Peter saw dogs, so we're setting a watch.
Be getting dark soon.
The men are determined. Better sort it out now rather than later. You gonna come with us?
I'll be along. I'll just make sure Maggie and David are okay.
I want to stay here. I know Mr. Moore would let me if you'd just ask him.
It's not as easy as all that. There are laws about the care of minors. You're not even from here, David. You're an American. I expect if you stay in touch with the Moors, they'll have you back, maybe next summer. You've a week or so yet. It'll take me a while to make all the arrangements. Oh, I'm sorry it didn't work out for you, David. Well, there's nothing else for it. If your grandfather won't keep you, then you must go back.
It would look better if you came with us, McAdam. The men think...
I don't give a tinker's damn what the men think. I've got work to do.
That'll do, up! Up!
Sheep's been killed.
Looks like it was Bob all along.
Like his father. In battle. Aye, a killer.
Come here, Bob. Come here. You'll have to be put down. We'll take him home.
It wasn't old Bob. There was another dog. I saw it from the tower, all of it. Bob tried saving the sheep. He went after the other dog.
It's all right, David.
No, you have to believe me. It's true.
There was no other dog.
Yes, there was.
Come on.
You have to believe me.
Better gather up the sheep.
Bob didn't do it. It's the truth. Another sheep's been killed. They think it was old Bob. Your father's gonna put him down. We've got to do something.
I think I got an idea. Come on. Hi, Dad.
Maggie.
Ow! Oh! 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 No!
What you do?
It's my ankle.
Let's get you in the house.
Ah! My book. Oh.
Come on, Bob. Let's go.
I think we should call Dr. Southern.
You know, I think it's only a sprain. I'm sure it'll be fine by morning. If you could just read to me for a little bit.
Maggie, there's something I have to do.
Please.
Here. What page?
82.
Be comforted, dear heart. There is always light behind the clouds.
Bob! That'll do, Bob.
Maggie. Maggie. Bob's gone. Do you know anything about this?
It wasn't Owd Bob. It wasn't. David saw what happened.
Was it David took the dog?
Yeah.
Police, can I help you?
Keith Moore here, Jack. Listen, my dog's loose.
You know how it happened?
No, I've no idea how it happened.
Bit late to do anything right now, Keith.
Well, you better get the men together. We have to get them back.
There's a storm coming. It'll have to wait till morning.
First thing in the morning, then.
Thomas! Peter! Down here. David! David!
Go to McAdams.
David!
Grandfather!
Easy.
Let go of the dog, David. He's a sheep killer. You know what has to be done? Let him go.
Do as he says, lad. More. It weren't old Bob. It was Zach. He's your ship killer. means a lot to him. Let them work out Bob like this. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Hey, well done, well done.
Good on you.